Conservative Media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal. So I just watched the whole Strikeforce situation. I love my people at Strikeforce. You guys know you're cool and you know what's up. And the whole thing. And now I want to talk first about Herschel Walker. We're going to talk about all the different fights out here, but I want to talk about Herschel Walker. He looked great. Of course, you saw my interview with Herschel Walker. You can see him all over here, related, and Herschel's cool. And we talked about his 40, and we talked about Fedor, and we talked about everything. But now, this fight, I was very impressed with Herschel. I'm not going to sell out and say I was super impressed yet because he fought a 4-year-old guy that wasn't like the super active guy. But he looked good. He put his punches together. He was physically dominant. He did the whole thing. He had a better pace. He looks in better condition. At 48 years old, this guy is shocking the world, and he's getting it done out there. Now the question is what's next for Herschel? Were you impressed with his performance? I like it. I think the guy's a super athlete. I think he's strong. He got different things. Yeah, he took that kick to the head. He shouldn't have done that. He knew that. But that's fine. He's going to make that adjustment. It's only his second MMA fight. He's very competitive in there. I liked what I saw out there. I want to see the next step up. I don't know exactly who he should face yet. I mean, we can all think of the big names, but he's not quite ready for like the big name type of dude yet. You know, I don't. That's a really interesting question. You know what would be interesting? And I know it sounds like crazy, but it would. I mean, it would be kind of interesting to see like someone like a Tim Sylvia, who's kind of, in my personal opinion, you know, he just got beat. And I don't, you know, Tim Sylvia, a former UFC heavyweight champion, who I don't think is any more on the top of his game. That's my personal opinion. I know he strung some wins together, whatever like that, versus Herschel, you know, because I think Herschel with his physical abilities and stuff like that, that's kind of an interesting little matchup. Now, the issue is that it's a 265-pound weight limit, and I don't think Big Tim can make that weight limit anytime soon. So, okay, that fight's not going to happen. But what fights would you like to see out there, you know? Where do you think the Herschel goes next? We need to see him in with a little bit more of a mainstream competitor now. I think that we need to see that. No more sort of like, you know, older fights. This now. I think we need to see something like that. So you tell me what you think. Big ups to Herschel. We love it. We might try to go down there and train with them and stuff and work with the AKA guys. We love those guys. And see what's going on down there. They've got everybody down there. They've got Fish and Koscheck. You know, I know Koscheck's out of Fresno, but I think he's still affiliated there. And of course, Cain Velasquez, UFC heavyweight champion. I mean, they got all so many top talent down there. I love it. Anyway, I'm John D. Villarreal. That's the MMA Report. Big ups to Herschel Walker. And check out our next video where we talk about the World Championship fight at 185 with the middleweight championship versus Lawler and Jacare Souza. Explosive fight. Check it out. I'm John D. Villarreal. You're watching Conservative Media. We'll see you next time.